Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello guys, welcome to the Dal Education Project video tutorial series for the Jquery. And in this session number 6 we are going to learn some more features about the Jquery, and that was selectors, basic concept of the Jquery selectors. Basically, CSS style selectors and filters are based on familiar CSS syntax. As you know that CSS is cascading style sheet, and we will use the same methods as we are applying in the cascading style sheets. It works much the same way as the CSS does. It means that if you want to change the color or background of a heading or whatever, then you need use the which kind of the type of the tag name, selector name, you can say that ID, class, whatever. It was the same in the Jquery. The CSS selectors listed here correspond directly to their CSS counterparts. So that was working just against the same as in the Jquery. The first one is a tag name, and find elements that are named tag name. So we are going to make an application which are using the same tag name here. So just use the PHP file is here, save this file and select oriented example. I'm going to make the application selectors in the Jquery. As we already know that first of all we need to add the script of the Jquery, and for this we are adding the source, browse, and just add the Jquery file here. And after that we will go for script, and this time we are going to take the type JavaScript. And as we already told you that this was the same, the Jquery is the library of the JavaScript, and here I am going to add some selectors information in Jquery, and here I am going to add a paragraph. You can I can say that Jquery use the same selectors style as we do in the CSS. So here are some types, and I'm using a UL and li types, and make some important languages name, something JavaScript, and Jquery, AJAX, something like this, and JSON. And here I will close this URL and make another paragraph. So you can see that there are different paragraphs here. Okay, I will save this file and run this in browser using Google Chrome. So you can see that this will be the look of our web browsing. So now what will I do? I will make a Jquery document, $document, and make this application ready. And here I will just add the selector name. If I will use P, then .css, and change the background color. You can see that background color, and here I will use the property or something like this. Okay, now I will use the paragraph tag here. So when I will refresh this page, then all the elements of the paragraph will be changed, background was changed. Similarly, this is the first example of, as we are told you that find elements that are named tag name, In this way you can find the values. The second is the identifier. Find all elements with the ID of identifier, with all ID of the identifiers. So if we are going to give the UL and ID, and here is the simple look. Okay, this will be the ID of my UL tag, and I'm just going to add a simple $sign double quotes and add the ID. And for ID I will use $sign, and you can see that the simple look was already there, and I am just going to change the CSS. Sorry, I'm not giving the double quotes here. .css, and just after that I'm going the font color. Okay, yeah, the color was the property, and change the color according to that. Okay. Now I will save this file, and we are going to run this. Okay, that has double quotes here. Okay. Now when I will refresh this page, you can see that the color of the UL elements was changed with the help of the ID. Okay, we are next going to the next thing, and that was the class name. Find all elements that have class attribute with the value of class name. So we are going to create something like different, and make the class name here, and just like this class. Okay, class name is new look. Make it new look, and similarly class new look. Okay, and I'm giving the name of this class is equal to new look. So you can see that I'm giving the class name of li, and p class is here. So I'm just going to change the $sign, and you can see double quotes, and here I will give the dot, and you can see that it was the two class names were shown, because that class name is L is not capital. So when I use the dot sign, it will give me the new look here, and just after that I am going to add CSS, and here I will use the property of alignment, text align property, and make it center. I think li was not working on it, so make the color of them, make them yellow. Okay, so we are going to refresh this, and we'll check that all those elements having the same class, the color of that one was changed directly. So in this way you can change the CSS colors using the Jquery. And the next one is the tag dot class name. Get elements of type tag that have a class attribute with the value of class name. So similarly the next one is tag ID, and the class name retrieves the tag element that has an ID or ID and a class attribute with the value of the class name. And then the last, it was static. It means it finds all the elements on the page and change them. So if we are going to find the elements and ID, if I'm going to change the li and ul, and then go and refresh this one, you can see that only the ul element has the class name is changed, while the paragraph was not working on it. Similarly, in this way we are discussing all the way, and if we want the static here, then I'm just going to change the uh, static here dot css and make the font family to, I think, Gotham, and in this way I can change the whole uh, font style of the every element on the page, and then you can see that the every element was affected with this style here. So in the next we can see that the JavaScript has a lot of different way to perform the same task. Well, you can see that in the jQuery we are doing the same thing with a very small code, and if we are going to write in the JavaScript we will use document.getElements by tag name, while we are just use $sign and the p here in the jQuery. So in this way you can use it very easily. The hierarchy and the combination selector allows you to get a little more advances in selecting page content. You can select the elements based on hierarchical relationship on a series of common criteria. As we are showing that it finds selectors, finds all the specified selectors, class 1 dot class 2 find all elements with both class 1 and class 2 applied. Parent greater than child finds all child elements that are direct children of the elements of type parent. Previous plus next finds all the next elements that are next to the previous elements. Previous siblings finds all siblings elements that come after previous and match the sibling selectors. So in this way you can work with the different options here. So I hope you will understand these things very easily. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Allah Hafiz.